What's going on, guys? I've got here a 2008 Honda Fit, and I'm using this car to point out to you the location of the blower motor relay, the blower motor fuse, and give you some important troubleshooting steps for when your blower motor is not working. So to start with, we're gonna peer behind this cover here. We first have to rotate this piece counterclockwise, and then we can grab this whole piece and just pull it to us. So that's how you remove the fuse box cover. Now the blower motor relay is going to be in here. So down here at the bottom, it's actually the second one from the very bottom. So that is your blower motor relay right there. My favorite way to troubleshoot this relay is to have the blower motor turned on, and I'll come in here and actually tap on that relay. Sometimes relays can get stuck, and by tapping on the relay, you can make it start working again. Further troubleshooting you can do if you suspect that the blower motor relay is bad, you can swap it with the relay underneath it. That's for the backup lights. So you could swap those two, and if after making the switch, your blower motor starts to work, well, then you know your original blower motor relay is bad. Now there's also a very important fuse here, a 7.5 amp fuse located right here. Power from this fuse is necessary for the blower motor relay to engage. So definitely check that out. That is fuse number 10. Now when that blower motor relay is engaged, what it does is it sends power to the blower motor from the blower motor fuse located under the hood. So let's head under the hood and I'll show you that in detail. So over here on the driver's side, we've got our second fuse box. We remove it by pushing in on the tabs on either side and lifting up. This 40 amp J-case fuse right here, that is where the power for the actual blower motor comes from. And if you want to remove it, you can just wiggle it from side to side while you pull up with some needle nose pliers. Now let's head back inside the car. I want to show you where you can find the actual blower motor and the blower motor resistor, and some additional troubleshooting steps you can do for figuring out what's going on. So everything I've shown you so far, the fuses, the relays, those are all necessary for sending power to the blower motor. And we've got to remove this cover to really get at it. You just pull down here. So that's the little trim piece that pops up in there. So here's the blower motor itself. And much like the relay, great way to test it out is to give it some good wax. You can also grab the connector and wiggle it. Sometimes a bad connection can form here at the blower motor power connector. And as I mentioned, I've shown you everything about the power, the relays, the fuses. The power comes in on this blue-white wire. So you can disconnect this here by pushing on that tab and pulling it down. Power comes in on the blue-white wire whenever the car is on. The blue-black wire is actually where the blower motor speed is controlled, and that comes from your blower motor resistor, which is right over in here. So if you ever have an issue where your blower motor is not coming on, you'll want to figure out if it's a lack of power or if it's a lack of ground. If you have a power and a ground here, but the blower motor is not coming on, then you know that the motor itself may be no good. So yeah, I hope this information was helpful for you and was a good starting point in troubleshooting the blower motor on your Honda Fit. Please let me know if you have any questions or any advice. Thanks for watching.